Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. Two NBA greats, Grant Hill and Steve Smith, our analysts tonight, with our reporter, Allie LaForce. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie, take it away.
Hey, Brian. Well, after the super teams, some current top teams have been constructed more traditionally. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, great teams are built different ways, but when you can watch these players grow up and develop together, it's a wonderful thing to see. Brian?
A little more meaningful building from the ground up, Allie. Thank you. Taking a look at some numbers here for him.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
So the Raptors starting 5. And for the Cavaliers, we've got Dwight Howard, Davis out there with LeBron James. Then there's Chris Paul, and it's Wade in a shooting guard. And at this early stage of the season, you think teams are still trying to sort out players' roles? Smitty?
Maybe a few, BA. But if you're still trying to figure things out, it could be a long year. That's what the preseason's for.
And it's the Cavaliers to start out. Gilgeous-Alexander against Paul. Pass to James. He buries it from 3.
Wonderful find by Paul. This offense relies on him to make those kind of plays.
Williamson with a screen on Paul. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williamson.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Pass to Wade. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland. Cleveland ball. Paul against Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Wade. That one rolls around and rims out. And it's Toronto's ball. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Gilgeous-Alexander against Paul. Oh, rejected by Howard.
Tremendous defensive effort from Dwight Howard. He knows how to get the job done on that end.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Cavs have gone 1 for 3 so far. It's James on the wing. To the middle. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Olajuwon. Over Howard. Hits the jump hook.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
Here's Wade. Back to Paul. Here's Wade. 23 points his last outing. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Knocked loose. James with a steal. Pass to Wade. And here's Davis. Gets it to go from 8 feet.
Nice read by Dwayne Wade. Beautiful.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. And Smitty, the Toronto Raptors, the lone Canadian team in the NBA. They take great pride in that.
Since the Grizzlies relocated to Memphis in 2001, Canada has belonged to the Raptors. BA, you can tell they take pride in this. They don't just represent the city of Toronto, but the entire country. You know, he's never been one to settle. D-Wade will go right at you.
Out to the right wing. Here's Miller. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And he's going for the lob. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
Toronto trailing. Here's Williamson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
A healthy Zion is a force to be reckoned with.
At the line for 2.
That free throw misses.
Back in 2021, Zion Williamson was on a serious hot streak. In 25 consecutive games, he dropped 25 or more points and did it on 50% shooting.
That one's no good. Well, Zion, when he's on the floor, he has proven he is an efficient player. Others are envious of that.
They are, B.A. They're envious of his shot selection and his point total. He stays aggressive because he knows what his team needs from him. Physical play inside the paint all night long.
And Toronto calls time here.
Please welcome to the court, the Powerhouse Dance Team.
The 2K leaderboard and see which teams have been the NBA's best in the rebounding department. Number 1, the Raptors.
And I love how active they all are on the glass. When a shot goes up, this team takes a game rebounding approach to tracking down their boards.
Pass to Pippen. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Miller from outside the arc. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists in the game. James, left side. Fades. And that one hits the back iron.
Went to the fadeaway. Didn't need to, though. Probably cost him some points.
Here's Miller. Here's Olajuwon. And the layup falls. He has 6.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Now, here is James. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Off target with the 3. Toronto's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's Pippen. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and Davis with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Davis. Five on the clock.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Pass to Wade. Ring shot on the way. No good that time.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Despite his slim frame, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is showing enough strength to take the hit and complete the play.
Wade's back. Wade misses.
Hard to catch up when you can't hit shots. This is a quarter he liked to forget.
Here's Olajuwon. That shot off. And it's Cleveland the other way. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
It looked like there were communication breakdowns all night. Deadly, especially when you're on the road.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
He gets it in there.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Time called here. The Cavs decide to talk it over.
One more time, fans. Your Cavs Powerhouse Dance Team.
New group for the Cavaliers.
Your Cavs Powerhouse Dance Team. Let them hear it.
Here's Cousins. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. There's a screen. Here's Anthony. And the foul on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
For Toronto, they've gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop. Pass to Arenas. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Cavaliers. The Cavs trailing. Cousins with it. Anthony with it. Tries to snap the cold streak. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
These shots help Carmelo get into rhythm. And this is why his teammates, they say shoot it.
Shot on the wing. Arenas with the bucket.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Anthony outside. Back to Lillard. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
This is what happens when you try to take away Lillard's three-point shot. He just finds room in that mid-range area.
Pass to Olajuwon. Here's Arenas, defended by Lillard. Lets it go from 11. Here's Olajuwon. And he converts the layup. Give him 8.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
Now here's Anthony from downtown. And Arenas pulls it down.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Nice open look, but it's no good.
Rare for him to get a wide-open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Out to Anthony. That shot missing. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. Their last encounter in Toronto.
Yeah, it was relentless play at both ends of the court in that game. They were able to seize control and maintain it.
Majority of the night, they were in attack mode. Tremendous effort all the way around.
Man, good whistle there.
Gilbert Arenas, 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Toronto. Good on the second one. Cleveland has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Pass to Lillard. They set a pick. Back to Anthony. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland. The Raptors with a lead. 1:35 left now in the first quarter. Arenas' shot is off.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Lillard outside. Pulls up. Doesn't go for him. Here's Toronto with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run. Here's Marley. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Pass to Carter. The fader. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
Yeah, they've done quality work on the offensive glass.
Anthony outside. And here's Cousins. Up and over Carter. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And now it's time to check the rookie leaderboard and see which first-year players are leading their class in assists. Third is Damian Lillard.
The league got a big infusion of talented passers this year, and he's up there with the best of them. And as time goes, his court vision is only going to get better.
And he makes a first.
We've watched Cousins for a while. I love the way he plays with emotion, but it has to be under control.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Outside Giddey. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Anthony outside. No good from outside.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Now here's Giddey. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. With 2 seconds left. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
His second, 14 foul. At the line for the Raptors, Josh Giddey taking 2 shots.
That one's off. The Raptors making a switch here. And the second free throw is good. And so it's the Toronto Raptors finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. We'll be right back. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen from the Raptors, what's your take so far?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
And they say to win big, sometimes you have to sacrifice. Tell us exactly what that means, though, in basketball terms, Smitty.
What it means, B.A., as a player, you might have to accept a more defined role. Most players grew up as the best player on their team. When you're on a contending team, sometimes you have to just star in your role.
We've got Chris Paul, Kevin Love out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's LeBron James, and it's Wade in at the shooting guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. That one's good for 2.
Good presence inside. Kevin Love with the composure and skill set to score with consistency on the interior.
Now here's Rose. Soft touch off the glass. Rose has got his first points of the night.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Up top, Davis. Back to James. Clock at 6. Releases. Gets some space and buries the jumper. James has got 5.
A threat from every spot on the floor. LeBron still probably the toughest cover in the league.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rose outside. Pass to Cummings. And the foul on Anthony Davis. That'll be a second foul of the game.
All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets that one. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket on the night.
This is what Shea excels at, navigating shot blockers in the paint and finishing.
And here's James. 5 points in the game. To the inside. And Davis with the basket on the assist from James.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Howard's checked in for Cleveland.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Ball against Gilgeous-Alexander. And Williamson throws it down.
Nearly unstoppable. No matter where the pass is delivered, Zion will go up and get it.
Pass to Wade. Now James. Inside. The fadeaway. And it's Cleveland with another.
That's how you set the table and everybody gets to eat.
Here's Pippen. Check by James. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Paul passes to James. That three's off the mark.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Olajuwon. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got assist number 5 here tonight. Poke loose. Here we go, one-on-one. Pass to Williamson. Fades away. Olajuwon can't get it to go.
No one on him. He committed to fading away. Probably could have taken more time with that shot.
It's James on the wing. Count it. Make that 3 of 7 so far for him.
Attacking the heart of the defense. LeBron doing his work inside the paint.
Williamson with a screen on Paul. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williamson. Davis with the defensive effort.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
James outside. Howard, the screen, and it's blocked. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. He's guarded by Paul. Williamson, no good. Cleveland has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Howard. Deflected. Gilgeous-Alexander against Paul. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. He pass win against Cleveland. Fires in the triple. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
They are making a statement so far on the defensive end, sending shots away in incredible fashion. Loving the hustle.
And we also got to mention the work they've done on the offensive glass, hounding the opposition and coming away with tons of second chance points.
And the Cavaliers call time here. He's checked in for Anthony Davis. The Raptors also with a sub. Bay's checked in.
Let me hear you.
Cousins finds Paul. Here's James. Fires it from 18. Another shot. And it's Howard finishing it off.
This is Dwight's role, to attack the glass and keep plays alive.
Here's Pippen. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Here's Miller. Rebounded by Cousins.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
Here's Pippen. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And the Raptors making a change here. Giddey's checked in. The Raptors have gotten 7 of 12 shots to go here in the second. Bay with it. Pass to Olajuwon. Shoots over Cousins. Olajuwon can't get it to go. The Cavaliers have gotten 6 of their 12 attempts to go since the end of the first. Three-pointer, Anthony. Miller pulls it in.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Now here's Cousins. Now here's Lillard. Pass to Bosch. Out to the wing. Three-pointer, Anthony. And it's Giddey with the rebound.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Here's Miller. Let's go with a three. Drops in the three. 9 points in the game.
Starting to heat up now. He nailed 1 from behind the arc in the first quarter, 2 here in the second.
Cousins with the screen. Three-pointer, Anthony. Rebound by the Raptors.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Toronto Raptors. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Friday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Portland, going up against the Blazers.
And for that game against the Pacers, anything can happen in the NBA, but they'll be a heavy favorite, and it would take a total meltdown for them to lose.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And we take a look now at the season's most efficient scorers from around the league. Third, Zion Williamson.
He's been fantastic scoring the ball, shooting it at a high clip.
That's good from Williamson. He does not get the second one. Well, when you look at the wing position, how do you feel it's evolved since you played, Smitty?
Well, they've been asked to do more, BA, especially on the defensive end. Mostly wings now are asked to guard 1 through 5 with teams switching a lot. And also a lot of these wing guys are asked to run the offense.
Now here's Giddey. 6 to shoot from behind the arc. That shot is off. And it's Cleveland the other way. Anthony outside. Here's Bosch. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And Toronto has possession. Bay outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Count it. 1 for one to start the game.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Pass to Bosch. Can't hit from the elbow. Toronto's gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's Cummings, defended by Lillard. Cummings, good.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
This is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And Lillard, here we go. Here's Cousins. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
I mean, there's no question about it. When DeMarcus attacks the offensive boards, he gives the team a different attitude.
Giddey passes to Bay. There's a screen. And the Raptors getting another bucket right there.
You really have to question the defensive effort on that possession.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
Anthony right side. Fires the 3. Toronto grabs the miss. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
And they got into a consistent offensive flow, largely because the defense they were facing was poor.
Yeah, it seemed like they got every shot they wanted. I'm sure they wish every game could be that way.
Toronto. 2 shots.
First one at the line is good. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Love's checked in. And so Bay nails both of them. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first half. Bay against Lillard. 12 seconds left in the second. Shot clock at 6. And the ball out of play. The Raptors will have it.
Into the lineup for the Raptors, Dan Marley.
Here's Arenas from deep three-point range. No good on the buzzer beater. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Raptors out in front, up 19. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up. And Kenny, do you think the regular season standings mean much come playoff time?
Ask Shaq, for this show, he takes the whole regular season off.
Well, Kenny, the one time you beat me, you were a title-winning player, but then you reverted back to being a regular season player. I was a title-winning player, so let me know when the playoffs start.
And now let's look back on that first half of play, one that has not been pretty for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And they were gutting a little too much from downtown. They can't afford to become dependent on that shot. They got to compete the consistent way. I like to see them mix it up more in the second half.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The Raptors shooting 52% from the floor so far. So for Toronto right now. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball, and Howard picks him up defensively.
And looking at Shea's game, there's a shiftiness to it. Keeps defenders off balance.
Shooting for Toronto, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander at the line for 2.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw no good. And he sinks the second. And Cleveland's shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. With the floater. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And that's how you defend. Glad we had a chance to see a replay of that block again.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Ball passes to James. It's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavs will retain possession. Off the inbound pass. Uses the glass on the lane.
And you see the team-first mentality of Anthony Davis, wanting to involve his teammates.
Pass to Miller. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Howard's got his 5th rebound in this one. Down low. Davis banked it in off the glass. Give him 8 points now.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Here's Pippen. Here's the floater. Count it. And the Raptors lead by 18.
That's what speed and agility will do for you. Big-time play.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
And you know, B.A., even with the game well in control, he's going right at the rim. I love it.
Wade, that's good.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Paul. Kicks it out to Williamson. The 3 is up. Hits the trifecta.
Drawing attention from the defense. Zion knows there's probably someone else open. He understands the game.
And here's James. He's got 9. Puts it up from 12. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. The Raptors have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander up top. Pass to Miller. Out to the right wing. Just 4 to shoot. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pippen, no good. Here's Wade. And he's going for the oop here. Davis misses.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, Howard with a block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Howard.
Raptors ball.
Down to 5 on the shot clock.
A good contest there by Wade, using his wingspan to bother that shot.
And a miss there off the inbound. The shot from 20 feet out. Yes! And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one. Takes a 13-footer. Howard grabs the miss. Howard's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Paul. Here's Wade. 7 points in the game. The shot by Howard, no good. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Olajuwon. He's guarded by Paul. Paul with a steal. James outside. Pass to Wade. Just 5 to shoot to the paint. Here's Howard over Williamson. Howard's shot's good. Howard's got his second bucket of the night.
Dwight's ran a pick and roll over 1,000,000 times. Howard knows exactly what to do.
Timeout called, the Raptors. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
He's checked in for the Cavaliers. The Raptors making a switch here. And at the point guard position, these are the players who have really been consistent from the charity stripe this year. The fourth spot held by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And, of course, Chris Paul.
Yeah, when this group goes to the line, odds are they're sinking their shots. As a result, the defense really has to question whether they can be as aggressive as they'd like to be.
When you have these guys with the basketball, it's like a security blanket. The ball in their hand, team has to foul, they have it, they go to the line, good chance they'll make it.
Now here's Bey. He's got 6. Paul with it. Shoots over Bey. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Giddey. Lets it go from deep. Hits a 3-pointer. And the Raptors lead by 17.
And when it comes to the 3, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Pass to James. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
And they'll get another chance. Here's Carter, and a nice finish on the layup. Carter's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Carter specializes in this, competing on the glass and converting the second chance opportunity.
Here's Paul. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland. Toronto has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Bey. Here's Pippen. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Giddey with it. From deep. They get it back. Shot's good by Olajuwon. 12 points for him.
And when you're the ones trying to fight your way back into the game, you simply cannot allow second chances.
Especially when you're this far down, you have to make the most of every sequence.
Here's Wade. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 3 assists in the game. Here's Giddey. Hauled in by Paul.
And despite a struggle scoring the ball, they've done enough to build this lead.
Here's Olajuwon. He's guarded by Paul. Giddey passes to Bey. Back to Giddey. Picked by Carter for 3. And it's Giddey with the 3. Giddey's got 7 points in the game.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
Pass to Wade. Over Giddey. Wade misses.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Bey outside. Here's Pippen. Giddey with a screen on James. Here's Pippen. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Now, here is James. He's got 9. Drilled from 11 feet out.
Great touch from the mid-range. LeBron looks to shoot from there very often.
Outside Giddey. Pass to Pippen. Ooh, poked away. It's stolen by James. Fast break, Cleveland. From 18 feet away. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Here's Toronto now. They're on a 12-4 run. Olajuwon. And he gets it to go. 14 points for him.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
Cleveland calls timeout.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Let's give it up for your Cavs